As summertime is slowly winding down and we're headed into the back to school season, I cannot help but think about the past summer, which was a dream. It was a very, my entire career. You see, I think I got to live out a good double life. I lived a double life where I was able to be a university teacher for like 9 months, and I was able to be a musician in between them, like the next 3 months, or like every time I get some free time, which honestly was not easy to handle. It hasn't been easy to handle. It's not finished yet. We are a few weeks. We're how many? I think 6-7 weeks to the big show and the album release, but things are smooth. Things are going very well, and the weather is super nice. I'm headed into a work meeting, the first one for the new academic year, and then I'm gonna head downtown to look at the posters and flyer situation. I'm super grateful for everything that's happened to me in the past few years since I moved to France. Number one, I was able to finally discover, or maybe rediscover, who I am and who I want to be. Number two, I was able to get into a position where I could actively help people, which is one of my personal biggest wishes of my entire life. I always wanted to be one of the reasons where people would be feeling better. And now as a teacher, it's way more possible than ever. And three, I was able to put a cap and finish and finally be done with some of my oldest projects that I began a long time ago, but due to a lot of different circumstances and happenstances and whatever else, I was never able to truly finish. This October, where we played a big show and released the album, that's gonna be kind of a capstone moment for me. But for now, let's head into the botanical gardens for my first meeting of this year. Okay, roughly 2 hours later, and the meeting is done. It was very good. It was a very, very good meeting. And now I'm headed downtown to get to a printing place. It's gonna sound like I'm whining or I'm just being a naggy nag about this, but this is not really my this is not at all intended to be that way. You know, it's just that I don't know if you're like this or if you even receive emails as much as I do. There's a bunch of bugs. Anyway, as I was saying, the thing that really stresses me out, that is one of the things that really stresses me out, is like the constant barrage of work emails. Like I put I put my phone somewhere, and like, I don't know, an hour later, 2 hours later, I pick it up because I'm in a meeting, I'm talking to people, I don't want to, it's rude, right? And I pick up the phone and I see like a barrage of emails like on top of my phone. And that just stresses me out because most of them usually mean work meetings, events, things to submit, paper, all of that, which is on one hand a blessing because, well, it's nice to be a part of an awesome team, and on the other hand, it's just a constant source of stress. Am I whining? This kind of feels like I'm whining. That is not my intention. No, I have to do two things today. One is the copy place all the way downtown, And the second thing is like I gotta go somewhere, order something which is all the way on the other side of town. Right now I'm filming this around 3:25 p.m. and I think one of these two places, maybe both, I'm not sure. I think one of these two places definitely closes at around 5. So I have an hour and a half to essentially do two things, which should be okay if the tram situation is handled. That's my tram. Let's head downtown. Now this part of town is like super touristy area. Don't really come here like at all. And I feel like I'm kind of lost. So many people, like the weather is super nice and tourists are flying in for a lot of different things. I think I see the place. There's a place. Let's get inside and see the situation. Okay. I don't think I can speak right now. It's like super loud. They're doing some reparation. The place was packed. It was too many people there. So I think I'm gonna take my chances online. And I couldn't film at the place. It was just very crowded and very much noisy. So I'm trying to walk through a less crowded area so I can tell, like I can talk. And now I am walking in what is like a very much a food district, like all kinds of restaurants, Chinese, Japanese. I don't even know what that restaurant is. Anyway, the place was super packed with people, and I wasn't able to talk to anyone. And if I wanted to wait, I probably would have missed my next meeting. And that next meeting is way more important than this one, because for posters and for flyers, I do have a website. Actually, Vic sent me a website that is relatively affordable. It was just a matter of their delivery times, because I don't want it to be super late, because we need to find time to like check the posters and then start installing them, and start like giving flyers around. So that is a point of concern. Not a big one though. Not a big one. Now this area is probably the most famous part of town. This is called Homme de Fer, which in English would be Iron Man Square. There's a Iron Soldier up there. I don't think you can see it, but it's up there. And this is like the big terminal area downtown where you can go to touristy places like restaurants and shopping malls and stuff, as well as the old big cathedral. And I'm waiting for a tram to take me from this part of town all the way to where I live, which should be a few minutes. Oh, I think the tram is coming, so not even a few minutes. Catch you on the other side of town. I love this town for a number of different reasons. One of the most important reasons is this. Like the weather towards the end of August becomes unbelievable. Like there's a moment, I'm sure it has a name. I don't know its name. There's a moment that the peak and the heat of summer starts dying down and slowly gives way to fall or autumn, depending on who you ask. And I just absolutely adore that time, which is, relatively speaking these days, for probably a couple more weeks. And then like towards the end of September, I imagine things will be very, very chilly again, which is okay. I mean, like just look at this. Look at the colors. It's incredible. It's incredible. time jump. It's a couple days later from the last thing that you just saw, and since in between them not a lot of things happened, I decided to continue the video as I'm about to go and grab the posters and the flyers because they're ready, and the place honestly delivered because as I'm filming this on a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, right? Yeah. And they were supposed to finish everything by Friday. So I'm 2 days ahead, which makes me feel very, very good. Also, I'm wearing a hoodie right now because it's been raining cats and dogs in August. That's the situation. On to the other side of town to grab the posters. I can't believe all of this is happening and it's all coming together. This has been a project in progress for, I'd say, maybe better half of 6 years. And this morning also I received the last song, the final master of the last song for the album. And that means that the album is also ready, which means I can just, put them together, organize them, finalize the artworks, and send it to the publication house, to the publication company, which I believe is in Germany, to, well, have them on CDs and everything. It's just very unreal to finally see all of this happening. Very unreal. Okay, we got the posters, we got the flyers, we put them on a couple different walls and everything. It's gonna be a project to make sure that the posters are installed as many places as we can have them on, but that's a project for a different time. I think it's a little too early for that, like, part of the mission. So another item is now, I guess you could call it, has reached completion. I have pretty much everything I need to start ticking boxes and saying, all right, it's done. Which is scary. It's good scary, but it is scary. And here's the poster in all of its glory. I think I'm gonna have some B-rolls on it. We're ready on a smaller version with the ticket prices on them. Were printed in like a flyer format, so like people they can just pick up from like bars and stuff in case they're interested in seeing. We're getting there, and I'm super happy about all of this. And so that is the end of this video. I hope that I was able to, so far at least, I've been able to convey and show the level of excitement and parts of this journey that I've been able to capture. If you are watching this video still, thank you so much. It would be super cool if you could do the YouTube thing. And I guess I can say this from this video onwards, that October 24th my next album comes out. It is the culmination of years of work, years of solitude, years of planning, years of trying to emigrate to a different country, move, and all of that. But we'll get to that, and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Have a great time, stay safe, stay sane, wherever you are, whenever you are, And I will be seeing you very soon. That's a promise. Peace.